Hey guys, welcome back to Obsessed. I'm so excited to have you as always. Today, I am going to be working on my posture. So right now I'm doing crisscross applesauce in case I look weird because I'm thinking maybe that'll help kind of straighten the back. I don't know.
Looks good.
And I also want to address the elephant in the room. I never shower in the morning just due to exhaustion. But I did not have a choice this morning. It was like you literally like cannot leave the house or you'll be arrested if you don't shower. So I showered. So that is why my hair is like completely like flat to my head and also frizzy at the same time.
Well, Brooke, you don't always have to be a star.
I know, but you do if you are going to be in the biggest boy band in the world. I gotten so worked up that I had thrown up on myself in my stroller. In my 14-year-old self, I said, those are hot men. And look at them now. They're like babies. That was kind of just like a casual interest, which I guess maybe a little bit more than casual. So that is just what I wanted to get out there. Kenny and Izzy, how are you?
Great.
Fantastic. Yeah. I can tell your posture is already improving.
My back was like really messed up last week, and I obviously thought I had a tumor. So
Of course.
I just want to avoid that this week by just keeping my back straight and
Showing you.
This is a reminder to everyone to kind of
Once it up.
to keep that posture nice and tight. So that's what I'm doing today. Izzy, you're good?
I'm good. I did not shower, so I do smell a little bad right now. So don't
That's fine.
get that close to me.
Can I interest you in some Lume?
Oh my god.
Oh.
If only there was a code I could use.
If only there was a code. Anyone obsessed with anything at all?
I also didn't shower, so I guess I'm just obsessed with not showering in the morning.
When's your usual shower routine?
After the gym, which is usually in the morning, but I didn't go this morning.
Really,
so
Kenny?
I'm just a little stinky boy
What?
today.
Oh, little stinky boy. What time do you usually get up?
6:15, 6:30. Izzy gets up really
I
early.
can't even like talk to her about
I
Yeah.
have
that.
a scary routine. It's
you-
not healthy.
And- Well, I feel like it is. Are you like you wake up at like 5, right?
Yeah. But then like 3 p.m. hits and I want to end it all.
Well, then why do you do it?
Because I like have to work out for my mental health
Uh-huh.
and I can't
Good
do
for
it after
you.
work. So I just do it before work.
Well, but like couldn't you wake up at 6?
I could, I could. I like work myself into this like crazy, like if I don't do the first class of the morning, I won't do it at all.
Uh-huh.
Which I know does not
And is
make
it
sense.
every day you're doing that?
Like every other day.
And when you're not doing that, what time are you waking up?
Like if I'm not working, like 9. So I balance.
That's so hard to like wake up at 9 on some days and 5 on some days though.
Yeah. Which again, I don't think it's good. Like I think my brain is like going crazy. That's okay.
But you're really disciplined. I have
Yeah.
never once in my life, 20 years, I have never woken up early to work out. Ever.
Yeah.
Like, unless I have to be somewhere because I have a boss, I won't
Yeah.
be able to wake up.
Just get so lazy in the middle of the day. So I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm just go home.
I'm doing lazy all
that's
day, I
okay.
think.
Yeah.
You know? Who says there's any rules about waking up early?
Someone said recently, you're not lazy. You're just something. It wasn't depressed. It was like, you're not lazy. You're just like overwhelmed or something,
Yeah.
which I don't know. I'm scared. Like I just truly might be lazy, but I don't know.
Because, I don't know. I feel like lazy people like do not care that they're not getting anything done.
Right. That's the thing. Like I am upset
Yeah.
that my room is the way it is. Like I have this pair of pants that's been sitting in the middle of my doorway for 3 days because I like had to take off my pants before I even got into my room. But I've just been like stepping over them for 3 days. And I think like every time I'm like, okay, right now you're going to pick up your pair of pants. Can't do it. And it's not like I have the motivation to, like, I want to pick up my pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lazy people don't have the motivation. So I think you're fine.
Right. Maybe they're not even acknowledging the pants.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I don't even feel like particularly depressed either. Like I think it's just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like when
Bring
someone
booze.
tells you to do something and you just can't.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I also might be depressed because I'm so sorry. Like, I do have to talk about my books for a second and just give me 5 minutes of your time and then I'm going to be done. I finished Throne of Glass. So that's the 8-book Sarah J. Maas series that's not ACOTAR. So I'm now done her like 2 main series. And this one is finished. Like, we're not getting any more. I think that's why I can't pick up my pants. I'm so sad.
Do you feel like the pants were on the floor while you were reading the series, and that's like the last remaining thing in your life from reading that series, and you can't, because once you pick them up, then the series is over?
Oh, Kenny, that's actually gorgeous.
Because I think that way too.
Because I took off those pants because I was like, I have to get into position, right into pants off, hands-free Kindle experience in my bed right now to finish the book.
Yeah.
To finish the last book. So maybe that's it. Kind of just like the last piece of the puzzle.
Keep them there. I don't think you pick
I
them up.
know. I think, and Frankie loves them.
Are they like in the shape of how you
They're
took
in the
them off?
They are completely in the shape. They look like SpongeBob, like like stiff.
Like you just like lifted
Yeah.
out of it.
Yeah. So I'm depressed about that, and you know, we still will get another ACOTAR book. I thought she was going to announce it yesterday, so I had worked myself into a tizzy because May 1st is like a date that matters in the book. So one girl, I think on TikTok was like, I think she's going to announce it because of this date. And then everyone on TikTok took that and like ran with it of like, she has an announcement coming at 12 p.m. PST.
Oh no.
So I was just like, yeah, of course. Yes, she does. So I was waiting all day for that. Didn't come, but that's okay. Now she does have another series out that has 3 books, but I can't get myself excited about it because and I'll just be brutally honest, the covers are ugly. And I think that it's okay to judge a book by its cover. A lot of the times that's like worked for me. I think there's a lot of value in a beautiful cover of a book. And yes, there are good books with ugly covers, of course, and there are bad books with beautiful covers. But I am drawn to the covers of books. And these covers are like, let me show you. They just like aren't sitting right. Do you see when it's like daunting.
Oh.
It's like hard to, there's a lot going on.
There's like it's just like, it's not really pretty.
Yeah.
And it also takes place in this world, like present day, whereas you guys know the other ones are more in the fairy realm.
Oh, I don't.
So obviously I'm like completely dreading, dude. I'm reading to go to the fairy realm.
Mm-hmm.
You guys know that. I don't want to be here. That's the whole point. Get me out of here. And I think maybe fairies come later into these books. I don't know. I really don't know a lot about them, but I'm just really having a hard time getting myself excited. And so maybe that is why I can't clean my room. I think I actually am a little depressed. So, but no, and not in a sad way.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's just like
You're good.
It's like a good thing to be depressed because I had the honor and the privilege of being blessed with these amazing opportunities, these books that mean the world to me. And, you know, is it better to have loved and lost than to never have loved at all? Not in this scenario. It's better to have loved and lost. I am like going to be completely sick when the announcement of the next ACOTAR book comes out. Like, I hope that I'm here for it so that we can kind of
crazy
decompress together.
He's written so many books. It blows my mind.
You have to, Kenny, I don't know if I don't think, maybe you will like it.
Yeah. ACOTAR?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm open to it.
But part of me wants you not to so I can like explain it to you in an episode.
Yeah.
Because I think that's like, there's a lot of value in that.
I'm open to reading them. It's just, I think like a month ago you asked what we were reading, and I'm still on that book.
You're still doing that book.
Yeah, I'm 200 pages into White Teeth. So I think I'm halfway through. It's probably going to take me another 6 months to get through that book.
And that's completely fine.
Yeah.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
That's right.
100%.
Yeah.
Is that what we're saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Marathon on sprint.
Yeah.
I
So I tried to get into another genre. I did one of those like rom-com books that's going viral. It's called Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez, and like everyone's obsessed with it. Have you seen that cover, heard of it?
I've seen the cover and it looks good, I think.
At first I was like really having a hard time getting into it, and by at first I mean like the first 10 pages because it's very like she inserts a lot of humor into it, and I have a hard time with like humor in books and like not finding that cringy, especially because it's kind of like millennial humor, which is always tough. But I say that as a millennial, technically by birth. So then I was like, like kind of like not loving it, and then before I knew it, I was like kicking my feet and blushing. So I did end up like really enjoying it, even though I was being like stubborn at the beginning. Like you know how I can get. But I did really enjoy that. And now I think I might be on like a little bit of a rom-com kick, which is nice and light after, you know, being in the fantasy realm for so long. So, you know, I'm starting to get back to myself again after finishing Throne of Glass, which is always nice. And also I do want to say that we are going to do a book club for this pod. I have the name, and it's not Brooke Club because that would be too easy. Although it is pretty similar. Like I'm not that smart to kind of think of something more unique, but it's not Brooke Shelf. And I do have the book that we're going to read. So I want to figure out like how to kind of format it and all. Izzy and Kenny will kind of have to offline about that. Sure. And you guys are going to read the books too. I'm going to force you. No, I'm not going to force you, because if you force someone to do something, then they're not going to love it. But I'm going to encourage you strongly to read it. And my dream is I think like this is like when people are like, what's your like biggest dream? I think the answer is to have like a stamp, like a book club stamp on books, and maybe even like a little table at Barnes and Noble. That's my 10-year plan.
That's awesome.
That's my 10-year plan.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
You want someone to visit your shrine the same way you do it.
Oh, I actually didn't even think of that, Izzy. That's like Goosey's. Full on Goosey's. Also, I mentioned this on last week's pod with Kat. I think, did I talk about an obsessed playlist?
Yeah.
Then? Okay, I made it. Which people probably know by now. I get confused when this comes out. That episode hasn't come out yet from where I'm sitting right now on my second, but it will be out by the time you guys are listening to this. And so thus forth, the what's it called? The playlist will be out. Yeah. So I want to like run through that a little bit with you guys and flag a few things from that playlist. I was listening to it on the way here. It's definitely something. I would say if you're looking for like, ooh, I'm excited to like discover new songs and like listen to good music, this is not the playlist for you. This is more of a like, wow, this person has definitely been through a few different types of mental illnesses in their life kind of playlist. And at first I was doing this last night and I added literally every song that I've ever listened to in my life, and it was about like 600 songs. And then I tried to kind of narrow it down to an overarching theme, which was also hard. So basically what it is just all of my favorite show tunes, some songs that we've talked about on Obsessed and B&C, like 3 1975 songs because I had to, even though they make no sense in there. Did I say Glee? A lot of Glee, and almost all of One Direction. And a few things, flagging a few things on the Obsessed playlist so that you have context while you listen. It is 171 songs. It's 10 hours and 21 minutes, which is perfect for a long like cross-country plane ride or long road trip. We do have some Troye Sivan in there because that's something that I was really obsessed with and obsessed over earlier this year, specifically the song Angel Baby. I don't know if that was a B&C moment or an obsessed moment. I think it was maybe a B&C moment, but that song like really affected me. Sometimes I have a song where it's like I can like put myself into the story of the song in a fantasy way, and that's how I was living in this song. And I had to listen to it as I was falling asleep, which is only ever I can't really sleep with noise, so it's like very rare that I'll find a song that I have to fall asleep to It's been Angel Baby and Betty by Young Gravy. Have really been those two songs that I have had to fall asleep to. Oh my God, wait, we have to add Betty to this. I'll do that after. So yeah, just want to flag that Angel Baby is truly, like, I think in my top 5 favorite songs. And I say everything is in my top 5 favorite songs. And I also say every song is my number one listen to song on my Spotify Wrapped, because it's not about the truth. It's just about the message that I'm trying to get across. So I hope that helps. You'll never know what my actual number one song on Spotify Wrapped is, because that's not what matters. Okay. Obviously, we have Heaven by Matt Bomer, which it's like been sick what I've been doing with that. Like, I have not listened to anything else besides Heaven by Matt Bomer from the Magic Mike 2 soundtrack. I mean, the things that man can do with his acting abilities and his voice and his personality, his looks are the least important thing about him. And that's saying something, because he's the most beautiful man on the planet. Okay? This is a Matt Bomer Stan podcast, which is so unique because, like, this is new. Like, I've always, like, loved him and whatever, but, like, this, like, extreme love is, like, kind of new, and we're experiencing this together, which is really nice, and I love doing that together. Okay, we also have, I didn't put a lot of Merrily We Roll Along songs on there, because I think, especially if you're kind of just getting into the Broadway show tune space, this is not like a foray into it, because it's like Sondheim. It's a little bit less like fun and uppity. But we have the one by Daniel Radcliffe that I'm really passionate about, and I hope that you guys love that too. Also had to put Summer Love by Justin Timberlake on there. I'm sorry that I'm going through each 171 songs individually. I'm going to stop doing that. Just now going a little bit faster. Okay, we obviously have Frozen 2. Okay, Lost in the Woods by Jonathan Groff. And get this right, that's the outtake that did not make it into the Frozen 2 movie, but it is Jonathan, Christoph, and Anna Kristen Bell, and it is the best song. It's actually my number one Spotify Wrapped song. So
there we go.
I like truly the best song on any of the Frozen soundtracks. We really get to see Jonathan shine. We really get to see what he can do with his voice. I would love to speak to the person that cut this from the soundtrack. And I wish, I don't know if when I met Jonathan, I don't think that I had started this obsession yet. But if I had, I would have told him about this song. And I think that would have been a really meaningful connection, to tell him that my favorite song that he's ever produced is Get This Right outtake from Frozen 2. Or I don't know if that's like insulting. Like, the best thing you've ever done was the song from Frozen that was cut.
It's a deep cut. You're a real fan.
Yeah, I think that's what I was thinking. Like,
yeah.
it shows that I'm a real fan. Hey guys, we want to take a quick break to thank one of our sponsors for today's episode, Nutrafol. Did you know that hair thinning will happen to approximately 1 in 2 women? If you're one of them, no, you're not alone. Thinning is normal and it's not openly talked about. Join the over 1 million people that are doing something about it with Nutrafol. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement, with over 1 million people seeing thicker, stronger, faster growing hair with less shedding. While many supplements rely solely on ingredient studies, Nutrafol clinically tests final formulations to ensure their efficacy. In a clinical study, 86% of women reported improved hair growth after taking Nutrafol women's hair growth supplements for 6 months. Take their hair wellness quiz on Nutrafol.com for a personalized hair health plan based on your specific root causes. With Nutrafol, building a hair growth routine is simple. Purchase online, no prescription required. You'll get free shipping and automated deliveries to ensure you'll never miss a day. See results in 3 to 6 months. Take the first step to visibly thicker, healthier hair. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter code OWB. Find out why over 4,500 healthcare professionals and hairstylists recommend Nutrafol for healthier hair. Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code OWB. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code OWB. Hey guys, we're going to take a quick break to thank a sponsor of today's episode, Blissy. I finally got around to putting on my Blissy pillowcase last night, and I'm bummed that I waited so long to do it because I felt like a princess sleeping in a castle. It was so luxurious. And let me tell you, I did not know that a pillowcase had anti-aging qualities. Set yourself up with better sleep with Blissy's award-winning 100% Mulberry Silk pillowcases. Seriously, silk is what's best for your hair and skin. It reduces frizz, tangles, and prevents breakage by keeping the moisture in your hair and keeps your skincare products and natural moisture on your skin. Say goodbye to wrinkles, dry, flaky, and red skin in the morning and wake up with healthier and shinier hair. Blissy uses silk because it's more breathable, moisture-wicking, and gentle. It's also more durable and long-lasting. Think of it as an investment in getting better sleep and waking up feeling ready to take on the day. Blissy pillowcases are made of 100% mulberry silk, which is naturally hypoallergenic, and they're machine washable and durable. I sleep so much better on my Blissy just knowing the benefits it has for my hair and skin. It also feels so nice and luxurious, which I love. Everybody loves them. They have a ton of different prints and colors, and they make great gifts because there's an option for literally anyone. Men love them too. They have over 1 million raving fans, and you could be next. Try now risk-free for 60 nights at blissy.com/obsessedpod and get an additional 30% off. That's blissy.com/obsessedpod and use code obsessedpod to get an additional 30% off. Your skin and hair will thank you. Okay, we had to put some hairspray on there and some Dear Evan Hansen. Now, I just picked kind of like a few random songs from each soundtrack that I love. They're not gonna be all my favorite songs. I did not want to overwhelm. You guys know I had to cut it down from 600, but it's kind of just like the bops, the hits, if you will. For those of you that aren't really like already into show tunes, I'm hoping that this kind of gets you there. We're doing all the Darren Criss covers from Glee, every single one, and every single Jonathan Groff cover from Glee, as well as from Hamilton, and we also have Uncharted Waters, that goes without saying, and also some other Frozen songs too. Okay, I also did have to put every song from Tick Tick Boom on there because I feel like people aren't really listening to that soundtrack a lot, which makes zero sense to me. And you know what I realized when we were doing the Show Tunes episode is that I have not really spoken about Jonathan Larson. By the way, this episode is supposed to be about comedy. I fear that I'm going in a completely different direction, and that's fine. So if we get there, we get there. And if we don't, awesome. I do really quickly want to give you guys like a very brief biography of Jonathan Larson because I don't think I've done that. Izzy and Kenny, I think I've given it to you in the musical theater episode that we never aired. I'm hoping that you forget it by now. So basically, Tick Tick Boom is kind of an autobiographical story of Jonathan Larson, who is a playwright and a composer. And he's basically writing about how he feels. He's turning 30 and he feels like he's running out of time and all of his friends are kind of dying around him. And he feels like he's just really up against the clock and that time is running out. And that's what 3090 is about, that he's turning 30 and it's just like time is ticking, like tick, tick, boom. Like he does not have time left to like make something of himself. And then the play that he was writing in Tick Tick Boom like was kind of a flop, but the irony is that Tick Tick Boom went on to be kind of like a success, like not a huge success, but a success nonetheless. It was kind of like a one-man show, and that's kind of what got his name out there. But then after Tick Tick Boom, he did Rent, which I feel like if you don't know Rent, you've heard of Rent. It's probably like if not the most influential Broadway shows because it's very like, first of all, the subject matter was new for Broadway. And also the sound is very like rock based. And so all of the musicals I love, kind of like the new age stuff, would not exist without Rent. So he kind of like developed that sound. And the biggest irony of it all is that he never got to see Rent become a success because he died of just like a freak like aneurysm on opening night, which is insane because that's what Tick Tick Boom is about, is that he felt like he was running out of time to make something of himself. And he ended up actually dying like on the night where like everything was about to change. So he never got to see that, which I am giving myself like literally head to toe goosebumps. But it is really just beyond. But Tick Tick Boom doesn't like include his death. It's really, it's what happened before Rent came out. I would encourage you all to watch that immediately, if not sooner. I think Andrew Garfield was literally, and this is completely unbiased, the perfect casting choice. And obviously Lin-Manuel Miranda directed that because everything he touches does turn to gold, as I've expressed. And the reason that he connected with Andrew Garfield is they had the same massage therapist. And Lin was asking his massage therapist, hey, do you know if Andrew sings? And he was like, I don't know, but I'll connect you. So they got connected. Andrew didn't really sing or play piano, but he learned for this role. And he is incredible. Literally voice of an angel. And like he's actually good. Like he's sung like kind of live on talk shows. And he's got a major talent. So he was up for an Oscar for this role, as he should have been. Was completely robbed, but yeah, go watch Tick Tick Boom if at all possible. It's like definitely one of my favorite films of all time and a beautiful story. Okay, we've got some Hamilton too, of course, but not all of it. I originally had the entire Hamilton soundtrack, and I had to kind of pare it down a little bit. So we have all of Jonathan's songs, of course, and just some of the hits, like random ones. We're doing all my favorite Wicked songs too, of course. Spring Awakening, which I'm really excited for you guys to listen to. I feel like maybe some of you guys don't know that. And that is, of course, the Jonathan and Leah show that happened before Glee. So that's really exciting. I'm excited for you guys to hear that. We have some Rent, of course. I did not put a lot of Next to Normal, but you guys know that if you listen to the musical theater episode, that show means a lot to me. So I put 2 songs in there of the 2 kind of like major plot points that we've discussed. Little spoiler alert, the show is no longer on Broadway, so it actually doesn't really matter, I don't think. But I did just learn it's coming to London. So if you're going to see it in London, plug your ears for a second. But I already did spoil it in the musical theater episode. We're doing this song where the son is like, I am actually alive right now. Okay? That song, believe it or not, it's called I'm Alive. Okay? Love that song. Okay? Doing a lot of Glee. Obviously, Maybe I'm Amazed by Jamie Dornan from the 50 Shades of Grey soundtrack, which is, you guys know, my favorite genre. Can you, in your own words, explain my favorite genre of music?
Like sexy. I wrote it down, actually.
Oh, Izzy, that's sweet.
I don't know if I can phrase this right, but I wrote.
I'm curious to see it. Like what you can come up with.
I wrote down sexy song covers.
Kind of.
The covers is what's throwing it off, but
kind of just like a pause in a sexy movie to perform a ballad.
Yeah,
kind of like that niche favorite genre of mine. Doing Greatest Showman soundtrack. Okay, have you guys seen that?
That's nope, forgetting his name.
Hugh Grant. Not Hugh Grant. Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman. Yeah.
And Zach too.
Oh.
And
Zach Efron.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yep. So that is really Rewrite the Stars from that and Zendaya too is actually my number 1 song on Spotify Wrapped. So it is really one of my favorites. Okay. I had to put some of the 1975 in this, even though it makes literally no sense, like juxtaposed with the Glee and Broadway of it all. But I just kind of put, like, if you don't know the 1975, kind of like the three big hits that I would hope kind of get you into it. Okay. Also, Maneater by Andrew Barth Feldman. Oh, and a lot of you guys do not know that Darren Criss has like solo music that's out. And it's actually, I'm completely unbiased. I promise you, so good. It's like genuinely good music. And I feel like no one knows about it. So I hope that you listen. And that's really kind of the gist of it. We're doing some Rocket Man movie soundtracks, some Mamma Mia 2. I hot take, think that movie soundtrack is better than the first one.
I do too.
And
everyone gets so annoyed with me.
Waterloo, I think, is my favorite song.
Why did it have to be me?
Waterloo, and what's the third? There's a trifecta. When I Kiss the Teacher is really good.
That's like a fun one.
I think those are the 3 I have on here. And High School Musical too. And now I really am done. And You'll Think of Me by Keith Urban. Okay. Oh, and also, very quickly, and then I am almost done. I talked about this on BNC. I don't think I talked about it on here. We do have a little bit of Jason Mraz in here. That goes without saying. Okay. That was the CD. Jason Mraz's first album was the CD in my car that my parents had. And I kind of like started listening to it again recently. And it's always fun to listen to it, some music that you used to listen to as a kid. But I didn't know that it's like extremely explicitly sexual. Turns out Jason Mraz is like kind of a freak, positive connotation. So I have a couple of those songs in there, which I hope you give a listen. Those are very important to me. This is the last thing I will say on God, okay? A lot of American Idol runner-ups, you know, they mean a lot to me. David Archuleta and also Clay Aiken, okay? You guys probably know his hit single Invisible.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I actually do know that one. Yeah.
Izzy, do you know that hit single?
I don't think
Okay,
so.
that's his most popular song, but I want to introduce you to a song by Clay Aiken called The Way, which is truly like when I think I was like 7 when I was falling for him. And I would listen to that song. You know, the kind of like nausea, but like good nausea when you like have a crush and
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
and you're like
Butterflies?
young and you're like I guess it's butterflies maybe, but I would listen to that and I was just like, oh my, like I'm like nauseous with love for this young man, Clay Aiken. So I guess that's really all I have to say, and I'm being serious this time. A little bit of the Cheetah Girls too. Doing a little bit of the Cheetah Girls. Okay.
So it rounds out at 171 songs.
171 songs.
Wow.
Kind of like the overarching theme of like show tunes featuring other artists like Jason Mraz too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And also some ballads.
Of course.
And is there any chronological order to this, or is it just a hodgepodge of your favorite things?
It's a hodgepodge,
Cool.
Kenny. Yep, exactly.
Nice.
It's a hodgepodge. So I had put all my favorite songs in and then kind of removed the ones that I felt weren't integral to my personality. So I guess I feel like these are the songs that are integral to my personality.
Wow. Can't wait to
Yeah,
listen.
I'm really curious to see if anyone will like it because it's pretty deranged, but I loved it. I was listening to it on the way here. Okay, I'm ready to move on. Does anyone have any questions about the playlist?
No, we'll put it in the description so people can find it.
Oh, we'll put it in the
Yeah.
description so people can find it. It's called Obsessed, which is super creative. And I think I'm just Lady Efron on Spotify, and it's a picture of Frankie, the little profile picture. So you should be able to find it, but it's in the description too if you need. Okay. Have you guys seen that trend on TikTok that's like something about a girl's notes app page? What is it, Izzy?
It's like
It's like there's nothing quite like a girl's notes app page.
Yeah. Which
A woman's notes app page is like the most interesting place in the world. Something like that.
yeah.
I went through my notes app page to just see what I could find. And I only did 2023 because we could go on forever. But there are definitely some interesting notes that I have to share. And Izzy, do you want to do the same too?
Yeah, I got notes.
Kenny, you are also more than welcome.
Sure, I can see if I can find.
If possible.
anything crazy in
To hop on the trend because we don't. Kenny's one of the girls.
there. Oh, thank you so much.
So, no, thank you. Okay. First note that I have on February 17th at 1:04 a.m. is we pass our death date every year.
Oh, you said that on BNC.
I know.
And it gives me the
Wow.
heebies.
That was from one day and it really like fucked me up. And you like just like don't know when it is.
Oh, I've never thought of it that way.
Mhm.
Oh, that's
But
horrible.
you could also think about it in a pretty way.
Yeah.
That's like you pass a lot of dates every year. Like you pass probably like your first kid's birthday and you don't know. You pass like your wedding date. You're passing the best day of your life at some time and you don't know. So there's a lot of ways to look at it if that makes you feel better.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
actually does. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I was about
anytime.
to start reeling over here.
No, anytime. Izzy Bug, you have one?
Sure.
Let
My
it rip.
first one is a Target list that is Deep Eddy, which is like that vodka brand.
Oh, is that like the lemonade flavored
Yeah.
one? I can never have that again, unfortunately.
I-
Which sucks because it's like good.
It's good, and I didn't know it was supposed to be taken like a shot. I thought it was a drink by itself.
Is he? We're on the same page.
I went through a phase of like drinking like one.
It's like a mixed cocktail.
Yeah, and would black out, of course. And then was like,
Randomly.
guys, I only drank one drink. How is this happening? Turns out it's like vodka. You take
Yep.
it like a shot.
Yep.
Gas X, sunscreen,
100%.
and then a bunch of like return Onika burgers. You know what
What-
that is?
No, but I've heard of that recently.
So I wrote it down because I thought it was so funny, but then like revisiting it, I don't think it's that funny. But it was like this Nicki Minaj
Yeah.
hate account, or yeah, like it was. There's beef between like Nicki Minaj and like some other stan account, and so the joke is like it's this whole tweet about how it's like Onika equals Onika, 8 equals burgers. And out of context, it makes no sense. But like in the tweet, it's basically calling Nicki Minaj Onika burgers.
I like get it, but I also like do not at all.
I don't either. And I wrote it down to figure it out later because I just thought it was so funny. And then figured it out and was like, oh, cool.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting.
Yeah.
As Channing would say, it's definitely intriquy. Mm-hmm. Kenny, you have one?
Okay, so I'm looking through my notes app. It's a mix of. I went through a phase of starting to write out what I need to do the next day for work
Mm-hmm.
and just my general to-do list, but I've made 1,600 of those, and I don't continue them on.
Right.
But the most interesting one I could find is I wrote, "Gushers in your hand is the most powerful feeling in the world."
That's
That's so true.
like when they stick together and it's like a huge ball.
Pour out the pack directly on your palm and just look at your jewels, your diamonds,
Literal loot.
your gems. Yeah, your loot.
Yeah. Did you ever like with fruit roll-ups make a fruit roll-up sandwich where you would kind of like, I don't know
Oh my god.
how to
yeah.
kind of describe this, but you would just like layer it all on top of each other and just
Oh,
end up with
that's
a
good.
really thick fruit roll-up.
yeah.
Best texture in the world.
Like taking a bite of that and then also kind of like seeing your teeth marks in the bite of the fruit
Yeah.
roll-up.
Yes.
Crack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been here. I can. There's
Yeah.
physical proof.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Experience this. Yeah.
Yeah. Kenny was here.
I also have a lot of. We have a company kickball team here at TMG, and half of my notes app is making lineups of where everyone's going to play.
Oh, like what position they are in the field?
Yeah.
Oh, can you tell
because
us?
We have
Well, what's yours?
Just say ours.
ours. So this was from a few weeks ago. Dave, me, my 2 sisters, McKenna, our senior editor.
Your sisters are on the kickball team?
They came in to sub for a game because we were short on people.
Oh, that is so sweet.
Yeah. Anyway, it's just
Kenny,
like,
you would have 2 sisters, like very,
Yeah.
I mean that like as the utmost compliment in the
Thank
world.
you. Yeah, they're the
Yeah.
best. I'm very lucky. They're awesome. 2 little sisters, and I was like, this is just a great example of their integrity
Mm-hmm.
and great sisterhood to me.
Good
I was
word.
like, hey, we are very short as a team tonight. We need 2 brave people to fill in, and they showed up, and they didn't know the rules per se, but they did
Okay.
pretty well.
Either do
Yeah,
they?
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow, that's
They had-
awesome.
They had a good attitude about it, so we were very thankful.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's half my notes app, basically.
Oh, love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Izzy, what was your position?
Second base.
Wow.
she does great.
Are you
Yeah.
good?
Yeah,
No, I can just I have really good coordination, so I can catch a ball.
Mhm.
But like any strategy that goes behind it, no shot. But
I
there
can
was one game. There was Ryan gets very into it,
I can see that.
and I threw him the ball, but I was wearing gel extensions, and nails snapped off, and I like yelped. It didn't hurt, but I was like, my nails, and Ryan was like, pick them up, let's go. My nails.
Wait, what are gel extensions?
It's like instead of acrylic, they use like the gel light to press them on.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
don't
so
know-
like the full nail.
Yeah.
Did every single one pop off?
Just 3, which was like I saw them go like bing off my nails.
yeah. It makes a really funny noise
Yeah.
when the ball hits.
Oh, I
something,
want to
yeah.
get those.
Yeah, I like them a lot. They just kind of destroy your nails, but
I found your
It's like-
nail in the dirt of the infield a week later. I saw something shiny.
Aw, Izzy was
I found
here.
it.
Izzy was here.
Izzy was
forever
here.
and ever.
I have name for a male love interest in a novel, Walker Black.
Ooh,
That's a good name.
Isn't it?
Strong name.
That's a really
I
good
can't remember if I know someone with that name. I don't think so, but it's possible. So if I know you, Walker Black, I'm sorry for stealing your name, but it's like a perfect romance name.
name. That's
Also, I have just like this photo of Jonathan Bailey in my notes app, which I'm like, why wouldn't I just save it to my screenshot it and save it to my photos? Like, it takes a lot of effort to upload it to a note.
Yeah, fully.
Which I don't know why I did that.
Easy access.
This I don't know why I thought I would was appropriate for me to share. So I'm not going to. But you know how when I was perseverating on Angel Baby, I was like, there is a story to be told here in this song. So I wrote it. I had written the story out in kind of the form of a fan fiction. Starring me and Matthew G. And I'm learning that there are things that I can keep to myself. And maybe I'll keep this one to myself for now.
For now.
Yep. And then, of course, places you can bury me. Nordstrom Cafe and Barnes & Noble Cafe.
Strictly cafes.
Like under the floor tiles?
Yeah, like
Okay.
when I pass my death date.
Yeah. What's your Nordstrom Cafe order?
Kraft mac and cheese.
Oh, that's a good one.
It is literally, I don't know if they still have it.
Yeah.
Because I haven't been to a Nordstrom Cafe probably since I was like 10.
Yeah.
But I would get the Kraft mac and cheese and a tuna melt. Yeah. Do you guys like tuna?
Love.
I like sushi, like sashimi, like
Yeah.
in sushi, but I can't do like canned tuna.
You can't.
That's gag
You couldn't
city
do like
for me.
a tuna salad, even if it's not like kind of like fresh from the deli.
No, it's the smell. I think for me, I don't know. There's something about the texture and the smell for me that doesn't do it.
I kind of knew that too about you. I feel like you can look at someone and know if they're a tuna person or not.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Like Izzy, I knew
Yeah.
you were,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and Kenny, I knew you weren't. Zach, you do like tuna.
I do like tuna.
Yep, and I knew it, and I
I'm
knew
not
it.
numbered. Oh man.
I like feel like you get like one look at me. You don't even have to look at my face, and you know that's a tuna girl.
Yeah.
Like just even based on the height alone, like that girl likes tuna.
I have a note that says celebrities I think I could pull, and then it didn't fill it out. Because I think I was like humbled real quick.
Who are your celebrities you think you could pull?
I genuinely don't think I could.
Yeah, Izzy.
No. Like, I think I'd get no, I don't think there's no one.
That's not true at all. You could literally pull any celebrity you wanted,
Oh,
Izzy.
thank you, Brooke.
Okay, I've been trying to write down like moments for a show because I do want to write a show or a book one day. Actually, it's actually going to be a book. I've just decided I'm doing a rom-com. Okay. And so I'll write, like if funny things happen with me and my friends, I'll try to write them down. So here I have Alexa taking 2 Dramamine at Disney and falling asleep on the Tower of Terror because my friend Alexa, it's pretty self-explanatory, had gotten the drowsy Dramamine. And, you know, it's smart to take Dramamine before you're going on all those rides. But it was the drowsy kind. And she was literally, I'm not kidding, out cold walking around Disneyland for 4 hours, like dead asleep on Space Mountain, like mouth open on Tower of Terror or Guardians of the Galaxy now, which is that one that like goes up and then like goes down so fast, like stomach in your mouth kind of ride, like unconscious. Hey guys, we want to take a minute to thank one of our sponsors, Hydro Flask. You all know how much I love my Hydro Flask, all around travel tumbler. I use it every day. I feel like literally everyone has a Hydro Flask these days, and I totally get why. I'm obsessed with the flexible straw and how long it keeps my drinks cold. I don't like to leave the house, period, and I also don't like to leave the house without my Hydro Flask, and I drink so much water without even realizing it. And just to put it out there, our producer, Izzy, loves her Hydro Flask, so I know all of you do too, because of Izzy, because she's our literal queen. They have so many fun options, and they've just released their brand new Sugar Crush collection, and I am obsessed. Just like the set of this podcast, the new Sugar Crush bottles were inspired by the teen fangirl bedroom aesthetic, making it the perfect addition to my collection. So why not get your hands on the new Sugar Crush collection, available now? Available now on hydroflask.com and use code Brooke10 for 10% off your order. That's code Brooke10 for 10% off your order on hydroflask.com. Hey guys, we want to take a quick break to shout out our sponsor, Lume. If I did think about a time I personally smelled my worst, it would probably be whenever I finish podcasting. Fortunately, Lume Whole Body Deodorant has made it so I can smell my best every day, and so can you. Unlike certain other deos, Lume is powered by mandelic acid to deliver outrageous 72-hour odor control everywhere from your pits to your feet, and yes, even your privates. I love Lume because it works all over my body and I don't need to juggle multiple products. I also love the lavender sage smell and wasn't expecting something that smells so good to work so well. Lume is a whole body deodorant, so it's safe to use anywhere on your body. It's baking soda free, paraben free, and pH balanced. They have great fresh scents for spring like clean tangerine and toasted coconut. Lume Starter Pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid 6 deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice, like the mini body wash and deodorant wipes, and free shipping. As a special offer for listeners, new customers get 15% off all Lume products with our exclusive code OWB. And if you combine the 15% off with the already discounted starter pack, that equals over 40% off their starter pack. Use code OWB for 15% off your first purchase at lumedeodorant.com. That's code OWB at LUMEDEODORANT.com. So that was good. I love that. And then there was also the moment, and I think he would be fine with me telling you this, but I'll double check after, is Tristan had, you know, I relate to one of my friends the most. It's Tristan and kind of like the emotions that he brings to the table, especially when it comes to like having crushes. So he was having kind of an emotional night. And, you know, we were all drinking and, you know, he was drinking and he had a crush that at this time wasn't giving him the attention that he needed, you know, which is totally fair. And so Tristan was waving his hand over an open fire pit to try to get this young man's attention, and did light himself on fire. So to me, I'm just like, yeah, of course, like that makes sense. Like we'll do anything for a little bit of attention, including completely lighting yourself ablaze. So that is a moment I love from Tristan.
Oh my God.
Oh, this is interesting. Celebrity couples that have broken up that have affected you. I have Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone. That was hard. Chris Pratt and Anna Faris. That was also hard. And then I also have John Mulaney and his wife, which I need to talk a little bit about John. That was my plan today in the comedians episode that seems isn't happening. He had a bit that like really gave me hope, that was about like how much he loved his Jewish wife, like emphasis on the Jewish, because you don't need to worry about like having any sort of communication issues with her because she's going to announce how she's feeling like the second she walks into a room. Like the second she walks into a room, my stomach hurts. So you never have to like guess what she's thinking. And I was just like, that is like really so amazing to hear, kind of to like see myself in that situation, especially as someone who's like so obsessed with John Mulaney. Like to see myself in his wife is an honor and a privilege. As we know, that marriage has since ended and he's moved on with Olivia Munn, who is just who is, sure, she's great, of course, model. So that was hard to hear him leave that his wife for someone else who's like not at all adjacent to me. And I know there's a lot of questions about what happened in that relationship. And for me, because I have to protect myself because I love John Mulaney so much, I'm wearing a blindfold. I do not know what happened in that relationship until his wife's book comes out, in which case I might have no choice but to take the blindfold off. But until then, I can't see. Until then, I am blind. I cannot see. And I will enjoy going to my John Mulaney show on Saturday due to lack of sight. So just wanted to say that. Okay, couples that if they do break up, it will affect me. I wrote John Krasinski and Emily Blunt, but I actually don't think I care at all now that I kind of look back on it. And I also wrote Kristen Bell and Dax Shepard. I also do not care about that either. Tom and Zendaya, I that would be catastrophic.
That would be so sad.
Why do you think you lost interest in the first two couples that you listed?
I think I would care in the sense that it's like, oh, like they really seem to publicly like love each other. And so like that would be upsetting that like love doesn't exist type of way. But I don't really like, I'm not like a super fan of either of them. So it wouldn't like keep me up at night, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But it would be disappointing because it's like they're so publicly obsessed with each other. And to see that disappear for me as someone who's already kind of questioning, that would be disappointing. And I would lose hope. So I guess it would affect me.
Full circle.
Do you have any that have affected you and or would affect you?
I think at the time, Zayn and Perry breaking up was
Oh
like
my God,
catastrophic. Like
That was catastrophic.
unreal. Like I do think I shed a few tears for that.
That was horrible. And they were engaged, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was really tough.
Yeah.
Good one, Izzy.
I don't have any celebrity, couples that I follow, but I do have friends that are dating
Yeah.
people, and I'm like, oh, I hope they don't break up because they're so much fun to be around.
Do you have
Oh.
friends that are dating people where it's like if they broke up, you would have to lose like someone?
Yeah,
That's tough.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're very intertwined, and it's past the point of like
Yeah.
bringing that together. I think
Ugh.
if they break up, but I'm not saying anyone's gonna break up.
No,
but-
they
Yeah.
won't. They
you know,
won't.
knock on wood.
Manifesting in the manifestation space that they won't.
Yes.
Together forever.
Yeah.
I found one more good note.
Tell
This
us.
is from 6 years ago. I had just started dating Sophie.
Oh.
She played soccer as a kid, and I was also an athlete when I was a kid. And this note just says, my girlfriend and I just found out that both of our dads describe our legs as ham hocks.
Ham hocks?
Yeah, have you heard that before?
No.
It's like our dads would say, we got to get some big old ham hocks on you. Like build some good base legs for your sports.
That's like soulmate material because that's
Yeah.
not like something that all dads say. That's like
You would hope not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
but-
like that's a very unique experience that you two share.
Yeah, our dads aspired for us to have big quads.
Yeah.
And
It's your invisible string.
yeah, I hope
Oh,
I made my
yeah.
dad proud with my ham
Wow.
hocks.
That's
yeah.
awesome. I love
Yeah.
that note.
Yeah, thank you.
I love that note, Kenny. Izzy, do you have another?
I have things that are weirdly intimate.
Oh,
and then a
that's
list of
good.
things. I helping someone put on their necklace. Being
Yeah.
at Uber with the opposite sex, which I just think is like
Oh, that's horrible.
yeah. Beer pong in general. Cheersing a shot at a pregame with the opposite sex.
Mm-hmm.
Nicknames.
Mm-hmm.
Wiping something off someone's face.
That is like more intimate than like having sex, I think.
100%.
Yeah.
Like goosebumps.
Yeah.
And then using someone else's computer, like if you borrow someone's computer to do stuff, I think that's like so intimate.
Good one.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I just like complete flashback of like asking the boys I had crushes on in high school, can I borrow your computer?
Yeah.
Mine completely in my
Mine-
backpack. That's a good
You're
one.
like copying his entire computer over.
That is brilliant. Okay, I have another moments for a show. One, which is girl can't figure out why she isn't getting any Hinge matches, but her profile is 5 pictures of her and the same guy, which happened to me because my therapist was like, can I see your Hinge profile? Because I was like going on and on and on about like how I don't like whatever, how I don't get any matches and how Hinge sucks and blah, 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 the usual. And I was going through it and she was like, it could have something to do with Patrick being in every single picture, just you two. And I was like, oh, okay. Okay, I think I get it now.
Totally. That's you guys looking for a third.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, okay, which is also rude because like, why wouldn't you guys want to be our third if that's what you thought it was? But I think it like, when I was able to kind of take that step back, it looked like it was just me and my boyfriend, Patrick.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I just like I forget that like not everyone knows that like all my friends are gay. Which just like maybe I should put that in my bio.
Yeah, make that a
all
Hinge
male
bio.
friends are gay. Okay, this was like bizarre. This one that I found. This was manifesting my dream man and writing all these qualities out, which are like really sweet. And I was being like 100% like genuine and serious. I think I must have been going through it in this moment. But then there's like very clearly one that just like doesn't belong with the others that gave me like extreme pause when I was reading this list. And I wonder if you'll also be able to flag it. Okay, I'm going to read you this list of my perfect man. Okay. Incredible sense of humor, loves watching movies, smart, likes watching Harry Potter with me so I can knit him a Harry Potter sweater for his birthday, feels like a safe space, loves my friends, non-judgmental, thoughtful, a little weird but not too weird, appreciates the secrets of the sea, likes things that I like because what makes me happy makes him happy, passionate. Were you able to flag?
I just have one question about the great list. What would be the secrets of the sea?
Kenny, no idea.
Okay. You're figuring those out together.
Like, it's passion. What are you guys talking about?
Like literally everything like is so earnest and like really sweet. And I was like, oh, like this is a great list. Then I got to appreciates the secrets of the sea. It's like yes, 100%. Like I would love someone to respect the sea, but I was surprised that was on the list. And also it wasn't even, I have a plus section, which isn't like mandatory, but like would be nice. That wasn't even in the plus section. That was like in the mandatory, like must have. And I looked it up and I was like, okay, this was April 16th, 2023. And I was like, maybe this was like during my Uncharted Waters phase. No, Uncharted Waters, Little Mermaid came out after this. So I really am like, maybe it was like when I was just like on deep sea talk.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Like, yo. But I don't know.
I was thinking about that yesterday or this morning even. Maybe you mean in a sense that like we haven't discovered nearly all of the sea life that exists out there.
Totally.
We're constantly maybe it's that like just the vastness of it, how scary it is,
Yeah.
and exciting it is at the same time.
No, totally agree.
Yeah.
Would love someone who appreciates that. But I am just like shocked that
it's a must.
It's like a must because I wouldn't like if I was making it now, like that wouldn't cross my mind. So it's definitely interesting that on April 16th, 2023 at 6:03 p.m. that was like a must.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let me take some time right now. Write this down.
That was my 30th birthday.
Oh my God, you're kidding.
Yeah. April
Kenny,
16th,
that's
2020.
insane.
Maybe there's some sort of something there. I don't know.
Definitely an invisible string moment.
Maybe that man was at your birthday.
Oh my God, that's right.
That's awesome. And then I just have a note that says flight. And I had just written down everything that happened on one of my flights. This was at 2:33 a.m. because I was supposed to get in at like noon.
Oh.
I think that was the one flight where I texted you and Ryan and I was like, I do not know if I'll make it to the podcast recording tomorrow because it was so traumatic and it kept being delayed. Okay, 7-hour delay. No like reason for why there was a delay. Okay. And then I wrote it in the format of upon entering plane, ? Mechanical error, period. Okay, so that's going to read upon entering the plane, mechanical error. So that took an hour. And then we obviously had to deplane and replane. I think we deplaned twice. Yeah, deplaned twice. Man screamed at crew, escorted off the plane. Woman next to me, sweetheart, but was eating beef jerky barefoot. Man behind me was banging on a calculator for 6 hours straight, then asked for 3 creams and 10 sugars and was holding an unlit cigarette between his lips.
No.
Obviously, though. 3 medical issues. Land, ? Issues finding the gate, period. Baggage conveyor belt, ? Broken, period. Uber, ? $200, period. That is like the flight from hell.
Oh, I remember that.
A $200
And then she had to record the next 3 hours later.
Yeah, because I had to get a curbside Uber because I wasn't at that point after all that I had been through, the trials and tribulations, I wasn't willing and able to take the shuttle to the lot.
Yeah.
So that was an investment in myself.
For sure.
That I had to make. And I made it and it was $200 USD.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But you made it.
Barely. Yeah, I did make it. Do you guys have any more?
This one's mean and I'm whatever. I have a list of people who have ugly boyfriends.
Oh, that's sweet.
Of people I know.
That you know?
Yeah.
It's okay. I have a list of people like I don't even know if I can say.
Yeah. Like, and it's not like my friends are so pretty. So I'm like,
no, Izzy, that's like it's
why?
nice.
Yeah.
Of you. My list is actually people who I think, and this is not a hit list. I don't think these people should die.
Yeah.
I'm just saying these people should be hit by the LA exit shuttle. Mhm. So that is the list on my phone. Yeah. Would not be wishing anyone death, just wishing a little, maybe scrape to the knee,
Just a little bonk on the head.
broken elbow. Okay, well.
I actually did.
Oh, Kenny, yay.
This is my last one. This is full circle. I found a note reminding myself to round my shoulders back to fix my posture at work.
Oh my God.
This must be from years ago.
I don't think that I did that today, but that is a good reminder.
Yeah.
I do feel better with my legs crisscross applesauce. Yeah. But okay, we were going to do a comedy episode today, but I think due to us being at the 55-minute mark, I'll save it, which is nice because it's always nice to have things to look forward to. So we'll save that. And I saved connections today in case we had a little bit of extra time, which we do. So I do want to do that if at all possible. Okay. Yesterday's connections
That was actually
was like
insane.
truly the most clinical that Connections has ever been. It was the one that was like the parts of your jeans. So like fly, button, rivet. And then what else was, I didn't get anything else besides that.
Then there was like window, view,
Oh yeah.
file.
File.
Like parts of your computer. And then
Yeah.
the other two were so random.
So random. Didn't stand a chance. And like when that happens, like in another Connections, I would have gotten the like file, window, whatever one. But when they throw in like the most absurd purple and blue, it's like hard to like see anything.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what we've got. Quick read through them all. Ace, Popcorn, Joker, Rapture, Crackerjack, Jack, Soulmate, Wrench, Her, Rocketry, Hotshot, Signs, Chalk. Was that you? What were you saying about your legs? What was that called?
Oh, Hamhock.
Oh, so okay, not
Yeah.
related to chalk at all. Gladiator, Expert, Tire. Right off the bat, nothing is coming to.
Okay. I'm seeing Ace, Jack, Joker,
Okay. Oh, Kenny, you are brilliant.
but I don't know where the fourth one would be.
I'm feeling like this is not it, but like a name for like just like a guy. Ace, Jack,
Oh, yeah.
Gladiator,
yeah.
Joker, maybe
Joker.
like. But then
Oh, there's also Cracker.
Hotshot. Like
Yeah.
I feel like those are all things my dad would call someone.
There's like 1950s.
1950s like slang
yeah.
for a dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Nope, not at all. Not even one away. Yay. Okay. Cracker Jack, something at a baseball game.
Yeah. Popcorn.
Popcorn, yep. What's chalk? Like chock full of something?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So like a plenty?
Yeah.
Well, like what is going on? It's not fun when they do this. Okay, tire, wrench, maybe like things in your spare tire. Jack, oh my God,
yeah.
yes. Do you need maybe some rocketry skills? Expert? No. Cracker Jack, is that a tool also? Maybe? Is chalk a tool?
I was going to say, is that like is there a second meaning of it?
Like that is cheating, but like if I were in private, I would Google it fully and like have no qualms about doing that. Okay, I definitely think Hotshot and Ace, but then Soulmate. Okay, we are not leaving until we get at least one category. Her. Signs is a movie.
Yeah.
Gladiator's a movie. Joker is a movie.
Oh, nice.
Is Rapture a movie?
I'm
Her
sure-
is a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they all? I don't know. Do they have anything in common? Joaquin Phoenix? Is he in all of them?
Yes. Well, I know he's in
Is he in
Gladiator, Signs, and Joker.
Okay, perfect, because I know he's in Her.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
Yes, Joaquin Phoenix movies, and that was the blue.
Okay.
Yay.
Okay, Hotshot and Ace.
Uh-huh.
Or mean like you're an expert.
Yeah.
Is it like is like jack of all trades?
Oh yeah.
But when we did Jack, Hotshot, and Ace before, and it wasn't one away. That's my concern.
I forgot we did that. Okay.
Which is stupid. What would be with Rapture? Or Rocketry? Give me words that I like fully know what they mean and can use in a sentence. Ace Bandage, Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
Soulmate.
I think popcorn's really throwing me off.
Maybe
too.
like Soulmate, Hotshot, Cracker Jack, and Popcorn because they're all 2 words. But that's stupid.
No.
Well, Cracker Jack is like a candy. Popcorn, so
yeah.
Is there like a hot shot candy?
I'm gonna shuffle. Like, what would go with rocketry? What is that? Just like the study of rockets?
Yeah.
Okay, here's a pitch. Rocketry, and like it's not rocket science. It
Yeah.
takes like an expert to know rocketry, so something about Hotshot, Ace, rocketry, expert. I don't know.
I definitely see where your brain's going.
Yeah. Oh, but we already guessed Ace, Hotshot, and all
Which
that
is
stuff, right?
like, that's what I don't get.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe like a wrench jack tire.
Yeah.
Right?
Chalk?
I wonder if an ace is something that you use.
I know.
Yeah.
Should we try ace or chalk and just kind of like see
Sure.
if we don't know if there's an alternative meaning? Oh.
No way.
Okay, it's not cheating to now look up chalk.
Yeah.
Right? A wedge or block for steadying or damn. I was thinking like, what's chock full? Is that chock full? Like this is chock full of.
Chock full is spelled like this, I think. Because I know that because in college I gave a presentation that said chock full, and the professor called me out in front of the whole class. So.
That's just like something that you keep with you.
Yeah. Maybe I should have shared that.
No. Like that just like stays with you.
Yeah.
No, not that you should keep it to yourself. I'm glad. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, of course.
It has to be hot shot ace expert. Like that's so.
Is Cracker Jack like a slang for?
Should we try Cracker Jack expert hot shot ace?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Highly skilled.
A Cracker Jack?
When has anyone ever called a skilled person a Cracker Jack?
I think that'd give me pause if someone called me a Cracker Jack. The fuck you call me?
Okay. What could rocketry, popcorn, rapture, and soulmate have in common? Like
things that pop. Yeah, like what?
Yeah.
Things that explode. I don't think
things that are explosive.
Explosive, yeah.
Things that have a
fire,
like a core.
Fire, yeah.
It's gonna be like something so completely different. Words starting with music genres.
Fuck off.
Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us on that journey. Oh, wow. We did a yellow, a blue, a green, and a yellow for our first guess, which is like pretty. Thank you so much for joining. Maybe we will do comedy next week. Maybe it will be a special surprise for you. Who knows? And listen to the Obsessed playlist if you want. The link is in the description, and I'm looking forward to getting our book club started. Okay, love you all.